Welcome back to Organization and Management. We're still under Chapter 6, Leading. So, after discussing motivation, we're heading to the next lesson, Leadership Styles and Theories. Lesson 2, Leadership Styles and Theories. So again, for a quick recap, leadership is the process of inspiring and influencing a group of people to achieve a common goal. So ideally, leadership should result in the willingness of individuals to work with zest, ardor, and self-reliance. So the leader guides them and facilitates their progress toward the attainment of the organizational vision, mission, goals, and objectives. So, the leadership theories emerged in order to respond to the need by explaining certain aspects of leadership and to better understand what drives success in this area. So, we have the following who are the early leadership theories given by Kreitner and Kiniki. So we have trait theory and behavioral theory. So trait theory is a theory based on leader traits or personal characteristics that differentiate leaders from followers. So ibig sabihin dito, merong iba't ibang um, different traits yung leaders and the followers. And then yung behavioral theory naman is a theory that focuses on the behavior, action, conduct, demeanor, or deportment of a leader instead of his or her personality traits. So, kung sa trait theory, mas nagfo-focus dun sa traits ng leader. So, dito naman sa behavioral theory is mas nagfo-focus dun sa behavior or dun sa mga action na ginagawa nung leader. So again, those are the early leadership theories. So parang siya yung nagiging base theory natin ng leadership. So next one, we're heading to the evolvement or going to the contemporary theories of leadership. Leadership theories evolved along with the development of management thought throughout time, so giving rise to contemporary theories such as follows. So first, under the first contemporary theories of leadership is the Fiedler model. So, Fiedler model, it is a situational leadership theory proposed by Fred Fiedler, an organizational behavior scholar. So, this theory assumes that a leader's effectiveness is contingent or dependent on the extent to which a leader's style is fitted to actual situations in the organization's internal and external environment. Since it is based on the actual situations, Fiedler described such leader style as either task motivated or relationship motivated. So either um his or her leadership is focused on the achievement of goals or more concerned about having good relationships with subordinates. So under this type of model, it is based on actions. So that's why merong dalawang description na binigay si Fiedler wherein yung task motivated or leader siya na focus siya sa achievement of goals or relationship motivated, focus siya sa having good relationship with his or her subordinates. So another contemporary theories of leadership is the Hersey-Blanchard model. So it is another situational leadership theory proposed by Paul Hersey and Ken Blanchard. So the theory focused on subordinates' readiness or the extent to which the said subordinates have the ability and willingness to accomplish a specific work or assignment. So again, kung kay Fiedler model, it is based or the leader style is fitted to the actual situation na nangyayari in an organization's internal and external environment. So dito naman kay sa Hersey Blanchard model, mas nakafocus tayo kung ano yung kaya and willing na gawin nung subordinates mo. So as you can see here in this illustration, so on the process of leading, we also have the process of delegating. So after that, we support them, and at the same time, we coach them and we direct them. So under this model, we must know kung ano yung mas or kung ano yung mga kayang gawin ng subordinates natin or kung ano ba talaga yung ability nila in order for them to accomplish certain work assignment. So, 'di ba doon nga papasok again yung delegation that we already discussed previously. And then that as a leader, hindi lang naman natatapos siya dun sa delegating or dun sa delegation. So, we must also support them, coach them, and direct them. So again, that's Hersey Blanchard situational leadership theory. So the last contemporary theory of leadership is path goal theory. So this is a theory developed by Robert House, which states that the leader's task is to lead his other followers or subordinates in achieving their goals by providing them direction that is needed in order to ensure compatibility of these set goals with the organization's goal. So, under this theory, so, yung leaders, so parang binibigyan niya ng direction or path yung mga subordinates or followers para ma-achieve yung goals nila. And then at the same time, dapat ina-align din nila yon dun sa goals ng organization. Para bang it can be a win-win situation for the both of them. So, for the employees or the subordinates and then to the leaders or to the managers. Again, those are the contemporary theories of leadership. So, similarly, views on leadership evolved over time. So, 'di ba, we have early theories and then contemporary. So, now we're heading to the modern views on and approaches to leadership. So here are the modern leadership views. So first one, we have transactional leadership model. So this is a theoretical model which states that leaders guide their subordinates toward the achievement of their organization's goals by using social exchange or transactions and by offering rewards in exchange for their productivity. So, dito sa transactional leadership model, in order for the employees or your subordinates to stay productive and motivated, so, ang nangyayari is binibigyan mo sila or nag-offer ka ng rewards or certain source of achievement for them para mas ma-motivate sila to do well and to exert more efforts in their jobs. So, yun yung transactional leadership. So, parang meron kang binibigay sa kanila in return for them na mas i-achieve yung parang kaya nilang gawin. So, in that way, parang na-achieve nyo na din yung organization's goal. So, kaya nga transactional. So, parang you're having a transaction with one another. So next is the transformational leadership model. So this is a view that developed from transactional leadership. So it states that leaders inspire or transform followers to achieve extraordinary outcomes. So, under this model, parang through their leadership, they are able to excite and inspire followers to exert extra effort to achieve group goals. So, parang dito sa transformation or transformational, parang hindi ka lang nakikipag-transact doon sa mga subordinates mo. Rather, mas gusto mo silang mag-transform to a better them or to a better professional individual para mas maipakita or mas ma-achieve din nila yung mga extraordinary outcomes na mas makaka-help sa kanila to achieve their goals and at the same time to achieve the organizational's goals. Next one is charismatic leadership. So, under this charismatic leadership theory, it is another modern theory of leadership which states that leaders who have a charismatic personality are able to influence their subordinates to follow them. So, what do you mean by being charismatic leaders? So, these are leaders who are self-confident, enthusiastic, sensitive to both environmental constraints and subordinates' needs. So, charismatic leaders take risks to achieve their vision and have the ability to communicate well, verbally or non-verbally, through their behavior among others. So, dito, through being charismatic, parang mas nai-influence mo yung subordinates mo towards the achievement of their goals. And then at the same time, meron kang ability na mas makipag-communicate well sa kanila. So, 'di ba, parang dahil sa pagiging charismatic mo or yung enthusiastic ka and then sensitive ka at the same time dun sa need ng mga subordinates mo. So, parang mapapansin 'yon ng mga under mo or subordinates mo na may concerns sa kanila or may concern tong taong to sa kanila. So, through that, para nagiging maayos yung communication, kahit na verbal or non-verbal, and then mas nagiging connected yung mga subordinates and yung mismong leader under this charismatic leadership theory. So next is visionary leadership theory. So this is a theory which states that leaders are able to make their subordinates follow because of their ability to create and articulate a realistic, credible, and attractive vision that may improve present conditions or circumstances. So, dito, yung mga visions na meron yung isang leader are clearly explained and madaling maintindihan and then madali ding ma-accept ng mga subordinates or followers, thus giving them high energy to perform their task well. So, ibig sabihin, dito sa visionary leadership theory, super clear yung vision and then makikita mo na credible din talaga yung leader. So, parang yung mga subordinates mo is mas may inspire to follow that leader and then to give their best or to exert more effort to perform their task in order, syempre, to achieve those visions na gusto ng leader. So, 'di ba, under this, yung vision naman na iniisip ni leader is to improve the present condition. So, if makikita yon ng subordinate, syempre, sino ba namang gusto na hindi mag-improve or to take the next level? So, for them, parang they will be inspired and they will be influenced by that leader. So, at the same time, they will help their leader in order to achieve those visions. So next one is team leadership theory. So it is a theory that emerged because of the fact that leadership is increasingly taking place within a team context and that more companies are now utilizing work teams led or guided by leaders. So many managers are now trying to learn how to become effective team leaders. Among the skills that they have or they must learn are information sharing, trusting others, lessening their authority by empowering subordinates, and proper timing for mediation, among others. So, dito sa team leadership theory, since in an organization, di ba, we discussed sa organization structure, I think, that there are parang nagkakaroon na more of teams or parang yung isang organization or isang department, for example, is mas dinidivide-divide na siya into teams. So, on those teams, merong isa na parang nagiging leader. So, as a leader, so, mas tinatry niya or tinatry nung manager kung paano ba siya mas magiging effective leader. So, yun nga, among them is kailangan may trust siya dun sa team niya And then, also dun sa mga subordinates niya. So, yung sa lessening their authority, kasi 'di ba, if you are too authoritative, so parang mas magiging aloof sa'yo yung mga subordinates mo, or at the same time, parang mas minsan meron siyang pangit na connotation, or parang hindi siya mas susundin, or pwedeng parang mas maging hindi maganda yung communication, or yung parang relationship nila, or relationship ng manager and ng subordinate. So, dapat para meron ka din ng lessening authority, meron kang authority, but at the same time, you also need to empower your subordinates. Hindi lang yung puro ikaw lang. And then, also, yun nga, meron ka dapat na proper timing for mediation. Kasi sa work naman, hindi naman talaga may iwasan yung stress. So, in order for you to stay calm and to stay focused on the actual goal of the team or the organization, is dapat meron kang mediation para mas ma-relax mo din yung sarili mo, and hindi ka din mag-burst out dun sa mga subordinates mo, especially dun sa mga little things lang naman. And then lastly, servant leadership theory. So this is a theory proposed by Robert Greenleaf in 1970, stating that servant leaders must focus on increased service to others rather than to oneself. So, servant leaders focus on commitment to the growth of people, building community, stewardship of the material resources, and the people they lead. So, their ability to listen to what others seek to communicate, their ability to empathize with others' feelings and emotion, and their ability to foresee future circumstances associated with present courses of actions and conditions. So, meaning dito, parang hindi ka totally nagiging leader. Or leader ka, but at the same time, nagiging kang servant o mga subordinates mo. Kasi, kesa mas unahin mo yung sarili mo, so mas inuuna mo sila, or mas inuuna mo yung ibang tao, yung growth nila, or yung commitment nila, yung pag-build nila ng stewardship, or yung ability mo to listen to them, and then to empathize with them, their feelings, their emotions, and then your ability as well to foresee future circumstances with the courses of action na nangyayari within the organization or your team. So, researchers have gathered proof that this type of leadership model is positively associated with workers' job satisfaction, organizational commitment and citizenship, creativity, and perception of fairness among others. So, nagkakaroon ng satisfaction dun sa mga workers kasi nakikita nila that their leader is affectionate, or their leader empathize with them, and naiintindihan sila, and doing his or her best para mas maintindihan yung current situation nila, and what are the things that they want to achieve more. And then at the same time, yung organizational commitment and citizenship ay mas nade-develop din sa gantong type ng leadership theory. Kasi since nagkakaroon ka nga ng magandang relationship with the subordinates or dun sa workers, so mas nagiging committed, or nagkakaroon ng commitment yung bawat isa dun sa organization. And yung fairness, makikita naman yun ng mga workers mo, since parang yung treatment mo sa bawat isa is at the same, since parang mas inuuna mo nga yung needs nila, and then mas nakikipag-empathize ka with them, and then your ability to just parang understand them. So, mapaperceive nila na you are also being fair with all of your subordinates or workers. So again, those are the modern leadership views or modern leadership theories. So up next, lesson 3, communication. So again, class, if you have any question regarding our discussion, feel free to message me. Thank you, class. God bless. Stay safe.